Yep. Can you hear me? One, two, three, four. Come again.
I can hear you.
Okay, kill it because it's going.
Longhorns host the Logan-Palco Trojans. Obviously, Nex-Tech time with play-by-play partner Curtis Brown. Our pregame show is sponsored by State Farm Insurance agent Brock Whitmore. Thunder Ridge in tonight's game with limited experience, and I mean that in many ways. The Longhorns have not completed a game yet, as they were pointed out by Osborne and Pike Valley. But barring injuries, the Longhorns should be able to build from here. Osborne is ranked 5th in 8-man Division I, and Pike Valley is 3rd in 8-man Division II, according to K-Preps. Logan-Palco is listed among others receiving votes in the 8-man Division I poll, but this is the start of a trend where the schedule becomes much more favorable for the Longhorns. Next week, Thunder Ridge travels to Bennington, who was pointed out in Week 1 by Harrington. Then the Longhorns start district play, which most folks consider a new season. District 5 is a district that changed quite a bit, and because of this, there are no teams in that district that qualified for the playoffs last year. This year, 2 of these teams will advance, and Coach Otis Hendrick and the Longhorns feel they have a great chance to be one of those teams.
Chris, Logan-Palco also has to feel they have a chance to make the playoffs this year. They're coming off a 7-2 season where they saw them just miss the playoffs and looking to get over the hump this year. The Trojans returned 5 starters on both sides of the ball. And Logan-Palco last year was the only 8-man team in the state of Kansas to fail to qualify for the playoffs after winning 7 games. This year, they're in District 4 of 8-man Division I, which includes some traditional powers of Victoria, Solomon, and Osborne. With both Victoria and Solomon graduating some of their top players, Logan-Palco is in prime position to take advantage of the opportunity. Logan last made the playoffs in 2002, and Palco's last playoff appearance was in 2006. The Trojans are off to a quick start this year. That's nothing new. They started 6-0 last year before they struggled down the stretch. Logan-Palco sits at 2-0 after beating Tri-Plains 44-20 in Week 1 and Northern Valley 66-28 last week. Chris, what do we expect Thunder Ridge offensively tonight?
Curtis, Coach Hendricks realizes his young Chargers are going through growing pains now, which is easy to see and understand when you look at their roster. There are 27 kids in the program now, which is great, but 19 of those are freshmen and sophomores. In a perfect world, those kids would be playing on Monday nights in mostly JV action, but here they're being asked to play big roles on Friday nights. We have a good bunch of talented young kids, Hendricks noted. They are gaining experience against a pretty tough schedule. We hope it salts them up for the districts. Leading this youth movement is freshman quarterback Riggs Renneberg, who started last week. Hendricks said Renneberg compares favorably with all the quarterbacks he has worked with at Thunder Ridge, Stockton, and Claflin. The Thunder Ridge are looking to find an identity, Hendricks said, but look for running backs Tyler Morris and Michael Gibson to get a lot of touches. Fullback Seth Lloyd will be out until districts. Fundamentals such as taking care of the ball will also be a factor offensively. He noted that last week Thunder Ridge was in the red zone 6 times, but they were still shut out. One time they ran out of time, but the other 5 times the drive was stopped due to fumbles. Another factor slowing the Longhorn attack has been penalties, but Hendricks feels his charge will get better as they gain experience. Curtis, how do you think the Trojans stack up offensively?
Chris, offensively, Trojans are going to lean heavily on their rushing attack, and most of that's going to come out of an I formation. So far this year, it's been a pretty good recipe for success. They're averaging 55 points per game. Logan-Palco is averaging 295 yards per game on the ground, and just 40 in the air, though. They're led in rushing by junior running back David Thompson, who is named as one of Sports in Kansas's running backs to watch. Thompson has gained 389 yards through 2 games so far and 8 touchdowns. And last year, Thompson ran for over 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. In last week's victory over Northern Valley, Thompson ran 22 times for 193 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Trojans have a steady hand behind center in their 3-year starter quarterback, Josh Van Lays. The senior has thrown for 124 yards and 1 touchdown while completing 80% of his passes this year. The seniors also added 80 yards on the ground, including 2 touchdowns. In their 2 losses last year against Rollins County and St. Francis, Thompson was held in check. If the Longhorns want to pull the upset tonight, they're going to have to contain number 7. Chris, how does Thunder Ridge plan on slowing Thompson down?
Well, obviously, they've got to rally to the ball. They got to get a lot of bodies to the ball. He said, like to run that I formation. You run your ISOs, you run your powers, things like that. A big challenge for Thunder Ridge tonight is going to be they have 7 kids that aren't they're in their tops, but they're not in uniform. So obviously, they got a lot of kids missing that. They have numbers, but that doesn't always equate to being able to fill those numbers. Another factor, Van Lays is a multi-threat guy. When we've had Logan-Palco in the past, you can't find somebody open. He can run the ball, too. He's a good athlete, good basketball player. So, those are all going to be factors. Hopefully it's homecoming night. You might hear some of that going on in the background right now. Maybe they'll get some inspiration from the homecoming night.
I think Logan-Palco is going to look to their 3-3 scheme on defense, hopefully to control the line of scrimmage and free their linebackers up to make some plays. They return, like I said, 5 starters from last year's squad. Though last year they gave up 21 points per game, and through 2 games this year, they're already giving up 24 points per game. They struggled a little bit last year. They were just unable to make some stops, and they really weren't that consistent. So they're looking for a little bit more consistency tonight. The Trojans are led in tackles by junior Blake Boucher with 36 stops. David Thompson, second on the team with 28 tackles through 2 games so far, including 1 sack. And Josh Van Leys, like you're talking about, he's a dual offensive threat, but he's also a pretty good defensive end. He's third on the team with 25 tackles, and he leads the team with 3 tackles for loss and 1 sack. Logan-Palco, though, has only created 2 turnovers this year. Last year, they almost averaged 3 per game, so that's a little down this year. Look for, though, some of the aspects of this game to look at. One of them is special teams. Logan-Palco uses their junior Riley Allen on kickoff returns, and he's averaging almost 30 yards per return. David Thompson returns their punts. He's averaging close to 36 yards per return. So for the Longhorns to stay in this, they may need to kick away from those dangerous Trojan returners. And like you mentioned before, also, I think turnover is going to be key. The young Longhorns have struggled through the first 2 games this year with turnovers. Logan-Palco has shown in the past that they can create some turnovers. So if the Longhorns want to pull the upset, they got to keep this game close in the second half and limit their turnovers and limit their penalties.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a great game tonight. We set the table for tonight's game. That is tonight's pregame show brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Brock Whitmore. When we return, we'll have a new spot, Mike on the Mic, sponsored by Phillips County Health Systems. Mike Hughes will review some of the top 10 teams in action around the state. Later, we will have the Tri-Central Office Supply Scouting Report and the Heritage Insurance Group Scoreboard. You're watching the Game of the Week on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you in part by the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Norton County Hospital, State Farm Insurance, Agent Brock Whitmore, Bullseye Media Event Center and Venue, Pack Leader Technology, Hammett Land and Auction, Advantage Glass Plus, and Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, and by Mapes & Miller, LLP, Heritage Insurance Group, The Golden Q, Storage Solutions of Hayes, J-Corp, Hayes Recreation Commission, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and by Progressive Physical Therapy, Tri-Central Office Supply, Flatlander Dirt Works, Nex-Tech Wireless, and Phillips County Health Systems. At Bullseye Event Center, we consider every detail when transforming our space into the perfect setting for your event. Our newly renovated, unique facility is ideal for weddings and receptions, corporate events, and parties for up to 300 guests. We also have smaller rooms and on-site kitchen available for meetings and reunions and social gatherings. Call us today to book your next function at Bullseye Event Center, downtown Norton, where your event is our top priority.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Keller Motors, Kaiser Ag Service, Normandin Heating and Air Conditioning, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Logan and Palco high school students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season from Logan Manor Community Health Services, Midwest Community Bank, member FDIC, Professional Fire Equipment, and Becker Terracing, backing the Logan and Palco students and athletes all season long. First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Olive Bowie Furniture and Appliance, Shane Kintner, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Coombs Trucking, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Kelly Link Floor Covering, Cottonwood Inn, Thompson Family Chiropractic, and Ultimate Machine, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Whether barbecuing with friends and pinning pictures on your tablet about your dream fire pit, watching baseball on TV and waiting for Salvi to dump the ice water, or chatting with your mom on the phone about her cat's newest trick, the last thing you're thinking about is the technology you're using. It should just work. Nex-Tech has the highest rated internet, TV, and phone. Switch now and receive 3 months free and free installation. Certain restrictions apply. New services only. Enjoy life more. Switch to Nex-Tech now.
Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. I'm Mike Hughes. Well, believe it or not, we're already into week number 3 of the high school football season, and we've got some great games going on for you tonight here in the area. First off, the game of the week that you'll see here on Nex-Tech Local 1, the Logan-Palco, who is 2-0 on the season, will take on Thunder Ridge, that game at Thunder Ridge in Kensington. Thunder Ridge still looking for their first win. Logan-Palco beat Northern Valley last week 66-28, and David Thompson rushed for 193 yards and 4 touchdowns. Other area games this weekend, Wallace County is at Hoxie 2-0 after defeating Lakeside last week 60-12. Liberal will be at Hayes High to take on the Indians. Hayes High 1-1, lost that game to Great Bend last week. Winona Tri-Plains Brewster will be at Northern Valley. They're 0-2, looking for their first win of the season. Trigo is a Quinter also 0-2. Golden Plains 2-0 will take on Cheyenne. That game will be played at Bird City. Now, Golden Plains beat Pawnee Heights last week 51-29, and sophomore A.J. Camacho rushed for 218 yards and a touchdown, passed for 104 yards and 4 touchdowns, and even caught a touchdown pass. Now that's hitting the triple in my book. Osborne, 2-0 on the season, will be at Lakeside. Lakeside 0-2. Osborne had that big win last week over state-ranked St. John's Beloit-Tipton, 50-18. Stockton 0-2 will be at Pike Valley. Pike Valley 2-0. They shut out Thunder Ridge last week, 48-0 in a Northern Plains League contest. Victoria 1-1 after the win over Maxville last week, 50-20. They'll be at Ellenwood. Norton 1-1 after losing to Plainville last week. They'll be at Oakley in an MCO matchup. Plainville 2-0. Again, the big win over Norton last week takes on Phillipsburg. They're 2-0. That's another MCO matchup. Phillipsburg defeating Smith Center last week. Phillipsburg is at home, and it is homecoming as they'll host the Cardinals. Hill City 1-1. They blanked Stockton last week, 26-0. They'll be at St. Francis. Rock Hills 2-0 on the season will be at Chase. Rock Hills shut out Lincoln last week 48-0. Southeast of Saline will be at Russell. Russell was shut out by Sacred Heart last week 41-0 and only managed 103 total yards. TMP Marion 0-2 at Smith Center 0-2. When's the last time Smith Center's been 0-2 in the first 2 weeks of the season? Another MCO matchup. TMP Marion also 1-17 against Mid-Continent League teams since they joined the league. So both teams looking for their first win of the season. Great Bend 2-0 will be at Wichita Northwest. Great Bend, of course, beat Hayes High last week 35-14. And Natoma 0-2 will be at Pawnee Heights. Now in K-Prep's state rankings this week in 3A, Phillipsburg number 4, Norton is number 5 after the loss to Plainville. In 2-1A, Plainville, they're number 2 this week. Smith Center falls out of the top 5. 8-man 1, Osborne ranked number 5, and an 8-man 2, Pike Valley ranked number 3. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. Thanks to our sponsor, the Phillips County Health Systems. Now back to Curtis and Chris with our area game of the week right here on Nex-Tech Local 1. It will be Logan-Palco and Thunder Ridge. I'll see you next week.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
When it comes to accessorizing your truck, SUV, or van, Advantage Glass Plus is the original specialist. They have a huge selection including Nerf bars, custom chrome wheels, ARE truck caps and tonneau covers, running boards, heavy-duty grill guards, fender flares, plus a whole lot more. Along with Retracts, the ultimate trackable pickup bed cover. Enhance appearance, add protection, plus add style and value to your ride when you visit Advantage Glass Plus, South Pine Street in Hayes. Proudly serving the area for 20 years.
Looking for a business class phone system without the business class price? Nex-Tech Cloud Phone is a full-featured solution for businesses of all sizes. Take advantage of powerful features like voicemail to email, Find Me, Follow Me, SIM ring, and smartphone and tablet integration for a low monthly rate. There's no expensive equipment to purchase or maintain because it's all provided and supported by Nex-Tech. Sign up for Nex-Tech Cloud Phone now and receive a free Lenovo tablet and Google streaming package with Google Chromecast and Chromecast Audio.
When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy, Farmers National Bank member FDIC, Olive Bovey Memorial Chapel, Seidel's Automotive, and Whitmer Drug are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Cliff's Welding Service, Ron Juneman OD, Farmers and Ranchers Outlet, and Scott McCoppin Bookstore and Hometown Grounds, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Before, during, or after the game, take your crew to the Golden Q. If the game is on, they're open. The Golden Q in Hayes has the largest gourmet burger menu around. They've also got a super selection of sides, appetizers, salads, wraps, homemade chili, wings, and more. Their Blizzard beer system is guaranteed to keep your drawn brew between 27 and 30 degrees. With a dozen different beers on tap, they've got just about everyone's favorite. Open daily at 10 a.m. The Golden Q, 809 Ash in Hayes.
Brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Brock Whitmore. Kickoff is roughly 11 minutes away. Right now we're going to take a look at some of the other games we'll be covering on the Nex-Tech scoreboard, brought to you by Heritage Insurance. Scoreboard updates will be provided at halftime and at the end of the game. Hayes High is going to take on Liberal tonight. Norton is at Oakley. Southeast of Saline is at Russell. TMP is at Smith Center tonight.
That'll be an interesting matchup. How many years have you seen Smith Center start 0-2? It'll be interesting to see if they take out some aggression on the poor Monarchs.
Yeah, the winner of that game is going to get their first win of the season, and we're in week 3. So Sublette is visiting Ellis tonight. Colby's going to take on Hugoton. Wallace County is at Hoxie.
That'll be a real interesting matchup, that Hoxie-Wallace County game. Wallace County suits up 9-10 kids, but they are competing like crazy. They are one of the top teams in Division II. Hoxie's pretty good as well, Division I.
Tri-Plains Brewster is at Northern Valley tonight. Trigo is at Quinter. Golden Plains is at Cheylin. Osborne is on the road at Lakeside. Stockton is at Pike Valley tonight. Victoria is at Ellenwood. And then our game tonight, Logan-Palco at Thunder Ridge. Hill City is at St. Francis. Rock Hills visits Chase. Atwood is at Decatur County. Central Plains is on the road at Otis Bison. And Ray, Colorado is at Goodland.
Hey, let's throw it to a break here. We have the national anthem here at Kensington. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
When it comes to customer service, other carriers just can't compete. At Nex-Tech Wireless, we don't hire just anybody to assist our customers. We won't bounce your call around to 16 different supervisors, and we'll never tack on unexpected charges to your monthly bill. We'll even buy out your old contract for $650 so you no longer have to deal with second best. We train hard to win a gold medal in customer service. Nex-Tech Wireless, something different.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finished concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes.
Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, Goddard Body Shop, Goddard Spiral Stairs, McAllister Construction, Brian D. Stockman, PA, and Graham Truck Line are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Logan and Palco High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season from Logan Funeral Home, Denny's Repair, Dane G. Hansen Memorial Museum, and Main Street Pizza, backing the Logan and Palco students and athletes all season long.
Hey, we're back here at Kensington. The Longhorns are taking the field right now, and you can see the Trojans are also preparing to take the field. Up next, we had a chance. I haven't got a chance to talk to tonight's coaches in the Tri-Central Office Supply Scouting Report, and here is one of our coaches in tonight's game.
All right, Coach. Hey, you start out 0-2 right now. Last week you lost to Pike Valley. What's your thoughts on that game?
Well, I thought our kids came out and played a lot better than we did against Osborne. We saw some good things from our freshman quarterback, Riggs Renenberg. Kids stepped in and did a really good job, not just running the offense but throwing the ball. We've still got a lot of work to do. We're pretty young up front and young on defense, but I saw the kids play a lot better, executed a lot better, and the score, I would venture to say, score didn't indicate how well our kids really played. Taking them all to about the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Thoughts on the season so far? Any major injuries yet? And how many players are you back this year?
We're up to 26 players. We did lose a good young man the other day, Tyler Kruger, left guard. Kid played great for us so far this year, but broke his wrist the other night. So hopefully we get some other kids in there who will fill his shoes, which we expect they will. But yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing all right.
Okay. You've got Logan-Palco this week. What have you seen on film with those guys?
Logan-Palco, they're very disciplined. They play, pretty physical up front. They like to get after you on defense. So it ought to be a pretty good ball game come Friday night.
Okay. Keys to a Longhorn victory on Friday night.
Take care of the football and execute. I think that's what'll get it done for us.
All right, Coach Jenner. You beat Northern Valley. You've beaten Tri-Plains Brewster. Last week you beat Northern Valley. What's your thoughts on that game?
We've got some things we need to improve on defense. Offensively, we played pretty well. Defensively, like I said, we've still got some things we need to correct.
Okay. Your thoughts on the season so far? Have you had any major injuries, and how many players you got out this year?
We've got 18 players out. No major injuries yet, knock on wood. That's a key to us being successful, is we've got to stay pretty healthy. We're doing well so far. Like I said, we've had a few nagging things, but nothing major.
Okay. All right, so you've got Thunder Ridge this week. What have you seen on film with those guys?
They run pretty much basic offense. They run out of the eye, split backs. The two games they've played, I know they've been short games for them. They've got two running backs that run the ball hard. They play pretty well. They made a lot of mistakes the first couple of games, so I think if they correct those, it should be a pretty good game.
All right. So what's keys to a Logan-Palco victory on Friday night?
We've got to do better on our pass coverage, and David Thompson finding a crease where he can get free. I mean, he is basically the key to our offense. When he's going well, we go well. Everything clicks for us. If he's struggling for the night, then the rest of the team kind of struggles a little bit too. But Josh Van Lays and Riley Allen have both picked it up, so we should be good to go.
Back here at Kensington where they're having the coin flip. Let's go to a break real quick. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, Goddard Body Shop, Goddard Spiral Stairs, McAllister Construction, Brian D. Stockman, PA, and Graham Truck Line are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Logan and Palco High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season from Logan Funeral Home, Denny's Repair, Dane G. Hansen Memorial Museum, and Main Street Pizza, backing the Logan and Palco students and athletes all season long. Hahn and Ames, PA, The Horseshoe, Sawyer's Ace Hardware, and Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom. From Blackburn Construction, Kansas Crop Care, Phillips County Health Systems and Medical Clinic, White's Food Liner, and Professional Fire Equipment, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Hey, they just flipped the coin here on the field, so we'll soon know who won the toss and what happened here. This might be a good time. Snap your game photos to NEX-TECH with the Game Time filter for a chance to win one awesome seat cooler from Storage Solutions of Hayes. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's game. I can faintly hear the white hat. We've got him mic'd. Let's see if we can hear something here. Logan won the toss and they deferred. And with their choice, the Longhorns have elected to receive, and I think that's the south end they'll be defending. So that sets the table for tonight's game here. Exciting Logan-Palco 2-0, Thunder Ridge 0-2, but this is hope this is a time I think Logan-Palco thinks they can circle the wagons and get back with it.
Yeah, homecoming night tonight for the Longhorns, so hopefully they get a little bit of motivation from the homecoming crowd, and they elected they're going to receive the opening kickoff here in the first half and look something to put together. Though we did notice they've got some injuries, and at least two guys up front for the Longhorns will be missing tonight. So,
hey, next week we'll be at Waukene, where Wallace County will be traveling to face Trigo, so that'll be another exciting matchup. In 2 weeks, we'll have the same Logan-Palco team hosting Victoria.
Looks like Luis Ramirez has got the ball teed up for the Trojans. Back deep for the Longhorns, Tyler Morris, 150-pound senior, also the running back for the Longhorns. And we are set to kick off. And it's a short kick with a bounce. Morris takes the ball, and he's got a nice hole up the middle, and still on his feet, up past the 32 to 35-yard line. So nice return there for the senior Tyler Morris.
Yeah, he did kind of chip the ball down there. Looks like it'll be about the 34, but like you said, you really don't, usually teams put their best athletes back there in those deep positions, and those aren't the guys you want to return the ball. It's be 1st and 10 at the Longhorn 34.
Like the freshman quarterback, Riggs Renenberg, under center, an I formation. It's a give to the fullback, Gibson up the middle with a nice run, a nice 8-yard run on first down. That's a Michael Gibson, a 180-pound senior for the Longhorns. In the normal fullback is Braden Hale. They moved him up to center. So Gibson in, Hale moves up to center, and
nice sacrifice on Hale's part. A lot of kids wouldn't want to give up being the fullback for a center, but that paid off. He blocked well on that play.
Split back set, and it's a give to Gibson again, and he's off the right side for 4 yards and a first down for the Longhorns.
And this is exactly what they want to do. Logan-Palco has a powerful attack. The best way to counter that powerful attack is to keep the ball in your own hands.
So that sets up first down and 10 for the Longhorns at the 34-yard line. Renenberg under center out of the I formation. Gibson and Morris back behind him. And it's a ISO, and he's met. Morris is met in the backfield. That looks like that's number 44, David Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson just came up and laid the wood to him. Let's watch the replay here and see if Thompson, I think, came from his linebacker spot. Let's see.
Yeah, he read the ISO perfectly, and Thompson in a different uniform tonight. We had him down as number 7. He's wearing 44 tonight. So Longhorns now 2nd and 11 at the 34.5. And it's a give to Morris off the left side, and he's up. Maybe gains 2 yards on the play. Look at Blake Boucher from his outside linebacker position with the tackle for the Trojans. Brings up 3rd down and 9 from the 34-yard line. And
yeah, this isn't the situation. Longhorns would like to run the ball, eat up the clock. 3rd and 9 is not a good down and distance for them. They got twins right here.
Yeah, Renenberg out of the shotgun. Twins to the right side. Morris in the backfield. That's a high snap. And Thompson's there for the sack. And that's going to be at least a 10-yard loss on the play. And once that snap was high, Renenberg didn't have a chance.
Yeah, because he was no more than recovering the ball, and they turn around. There's Thompson right in his waistband there, so that makes it tough. That pushes the ball back inside the Longhorn territory at their 39.
Looks like they're set up for the punt, and David Thompson back deep for the Trojans.
Be interesting to see if they try to angle this punt. Oh, high snap. May not get it off.
And they're not going to, and there is Josh Van Leys, the defensive end, almost takes a snap there on the punt and tackles the punter in good position now for the Longhorns. They're set up right about at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Logan Trojans, Logan-Palco Trojans.
Yeah, that's to say. That's you don't think of 8-man being quite as much of a field position game, but boy, that's not what you want to do is turn the ball over there.
Yeah, no, 2 bad snaps for the Longhorns there really put them in tough positions. So now out of the I formation, Thompson at the tailback position, and he gets the ball off the right side. Not much going there. Looks like the middle linebacker Braden Hale and a host of other Longhorns there on the stop.
Yeah, I heard of Longhorns did not play. Looks like, what, maybe a gain of 2, maybe?
Yep,
Maybe one?
1 or 2 yards
Yeah.
for Thompson on first down.
And like I said, that gives the Longhorns a little bit better chance to contain this powerful Logan-Palco attack.
Van Lay's under center. LaRue as the fullback. Thompson's the tailback. And it's another give to Thompson. He spins off to the right side, and he's up past to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up now 3rd down and 4 for the Trojans, and just a simple ISO play off the right side.
Yeah.
Got it here in replay.
Yeah, here's a replay. See him spin off that first tackler. That made all the difference in the world.
And so 3rd down and 4, Van Lay's now brings the Trojans back out there on the I formation still. And it is a give to the fullback off the left side, and LaRue is able to squeeze his way up past the 20-yard line, and it's close to the first down there. And they're going to bring out the sticks to measure this. But the fullback trap off the left side, they ran twice to the right side on the ISO. Came back to the left side with the trap. So we'll see if it's enough for the first down. Looks like it is. So
first down.
1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, the first 2 plays were more, like I said, ISO leads, whatever you want to call them. But that was a trap action where they pull a guard across the formation and usually pick off an end and block down with the guy who would have blocked the end.
Van Lays brings the Trojans to the line of scrimmage. Still in the I formation. LaRue, the fullback, and Thompson as the tailback. And it's another give, another ISO to Thompson, and Hale again there for the Longhorns. Makes a good stop on Thompson, and he may have gained a yard. That's it, though. 2nd down and 9 now from the 18-yard line of the Logan-Palco Trojans.
Yeah, as I say, so far the Longhorns do a nice job of stacking up that ISO action. It'll be interesting to see if Van Lays pulls it out, maybe boots off that or something. I haven't paid any attention to see if the ends are staying home, but it may just be the linebackers are making the stop there. We got an equipment issue here for Gibson, it looks like. He picked up something off the ground there.
Might have been his mouthpiece.
Yeah.
I
hope
so.
Gets a yummy taste of Kensington turf there.
So now the toss off to Thompson, up to the right side. He's got a blocker in front. It's Van Lays who's the blocker, and Thompson's into the end zone. Nice 18-yard gain when your lead blocker is
Here comes the replay. Let's watch Van Lays again. You see a lot of small schools doing this, and that's cool stuff. You think in terms of everyone's got to block for the quarterback and protect the pretty boy quarterback. Well, quarterback got out there on the perimeter and helped lead the way. So
Van Lays is a 6'4", 197-pound senior, so he's no small quarterback out there. They're Trojans lined up for 2 now in tight formation, I formation back behind Lays, LaRue and Thompson. And it's another pitch to Thompson off to the right side, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So early on, 7:18 left in the first quarter. Our score is Logan-Palco 8, Thunder Ridge 0.
Here, let's watch the replay here. This is the PAT. See, it's a pitch action. It's not, that true old Vince Lombardi power sweep, but nice play there.
And the Trojans were having some difficulty running their ISO, and so they went to the pitch, a toss play, and both plays scored. First one on an 18-yard touchdown run for Thompson, and the second one on the 2-point conversion. So,
yeah, it's 5 plays, 29 yards on that scoring drive. Like I said, that third and floor, LaRue did that nice job. He said it looked like a backside trap there. That helps as well. Like I said, LaRue's had some nice blocks. Van Lays getting out there block. Obviously, the line and end have some play there as well. So at number 11's teeing the ball up 4.
Yeah, that's Luis Ramirez, a sophomore for the Trojans. Back deep, they've changed it, switched it up. Looks like it's number 20 now for the Longhorns. That'll be Brandon Gowerholz back deep for the Longhorns. It's a nice deep kick. Gowerholz takes it about at the goal line, and Not much going there for the Longhorn. He's wrapped up by number 14, Riley Allen. And that is going to be about at the 14-yard line.
Here's our game time replay here. You're going to see number 14 get the stop there for that's Riley Adams on the stop. Ball up to 13.
And Renenberg, the freshman quarterback, brings Longhorns to the line of scrimmage. Just one set. Got tight formation, just one back. Morrish in the backfield, and it's a toss to the right for Morrish, and he's met. LaRue was out there, forced it inside, and Thompson was able to clean that up for the Trojans. So they had that defense nicely.
Yeah, they really spread that out. We got an official's timeout here. Might be a water break because it's kind of warm. We'll take a timeout here, too. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Hahn and Ames, PA, The Horseshoe, Sawyer's Ace Hardware, and Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom. From Blackburn Construction, Kansas Crop Care, Phillips County Health Systems and Medical Clinic, White's Food Liner, and Professional Fire Equipment. Backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Leon's Welding and Fabrication has been serving Western Kansas for over 25 years with custom fabrication of metal projects, including trailers, flatbeds, steel and aluminum fencing, ornamental gates and handrails, and metal art creations. Leon's also offers sandblasting and coating services and a powder coating division with over 6,400 colors to choose from. For your next project, visit Leon's Welding and Fabrication, East Highway 40 in Hayes.
Go from heavy metal to heavy hitting here at Kensington. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Longhorns.
And this is a fullback dive, and Gibson is met right at the line of scrimmage by Thompson. And it is no gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10, maybe 3rd down and 11. He might have lost a yard there. 3rd down and 11 for the Longhorns. And it is back at their 13-yard line.
Yeah, this is tough sledding right now. They tried to pitch right. They tried to dive left, and nothing doing right now for the Longhorns. Their first drive, their first 2 plays, Gibson ran for 8 and 14 yards and had a nice thing going. And boy, they have really struggled since those first 2 plays to generate much offense.
And the shotgun, Renenberg is in the shotgun with Gibson to his side, and it's a throw out to Gowerholz and hit him right in the hands, but that sun might have been in his eyes there and wasn't able to hold on to the pass, and that'll bring up 4th and 11.
There's the replay. Like I said, Renenberg does a nice job pulling down this high snap, rolls out to his right and appears to deliver a nice ball, but not meant to be. Now, it'll be interesting how the snap is. Boy, bad snap is going to be a safety or a...
Yeah, we've had 3 bad snaps already for the Longhorns, so 4th and 10.
Drop your butt down just a little bit.
And it's a high, and he's not able to get the punt off. It was blocked, and they're struggling on the punt unit there. That's Reese Struckoff, the freshman punter. Another high snap, and it's that punt didn't go very far.
No.
The Trojans are set up. 1st and goal, looks like, from the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
Van Lees brings the Trojans to the line of scrimmage. They're in the tight formation, I formation for the Trojans. LaRue and Thompson in the backfield. And it's a pitch left to Thompson, and it's strung out nicely by the Longhorns. Good tackle there.
It looked like Thompson ran over one of his own guys there trying to make a play. Stapleton looked like was out there trying to get a block. And
look at Brandon Gowerholz from his safety position came up and made the tackle for the Longhorns. It is 2nd down and goal, looks like from about the 4-yard line. So Thompson gave him no gain on the play.
Yeah. You know, this is a big stand for the Longhorns. It's tough. You know, you got to hold them out 4 yards for 3 more plays, but this could be a nice swing of momentum if they're able to hold.
And that's Thompson off the ISO, and he's off the right side for a touchdown. Thompson's 2nd touchdown of the night. That was a 4-yard isolation play off the right side for the score. Our score is 14-0 right now. Logan-Palco lining up for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that
Yeah, those type of that's something that Coach Hendricks talked about in the pregame. They got to cut out some of the penalties, some of the turnovers, mistakes, and now it's just been bad snaps. And like I said, they've got a situation where they don't have the regular center in there either, and that makes it tough.
And this is a boot by Van Leys off the left side, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Josh Van Leys takes the boot off the left side for the 2-point conversion, making this score 16-0. Logan-Palco on top of Thunder Ridge. 5:22 left in the first quarter.
Let's take a break here. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
CenCon of Kansas, Steel Fabrications, ProAg Marketing, and Fine Line Collision, the Tint Man, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Kensington Lockers, Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, and Shaw Concrete and Construction, backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns all season long.
And the game of the week here on Nex-Tech Game Time, the Trojans just scored, and Luis Ramirez has the ball teed up for the kickoff. Back deep is the senior Tyler Morrish for the Longhorns. And Ramirez's kick is deep and angled. Morrish on the bounce takes it about the 5, and he's up the field, but up close to the 15-yard line.
Down by number 6.
Was out there. Josh Van Leys, the senior quarterback, out there on the tackle for the Trojans. Bring out 1st and 10 for the Longhorns on the 15-yard line. And they're looking to get some momentum going. They had it in the first drive. The second drive, not so much.
Yeah, and even if they just get a couple first downs, if they don't score, just get a couple first downs just to try to kind of staunch this Logan-Palco momentum.
And the Renenberg quarterback is under center, and it's Tyler Morsh on the ISO to the left side, and he's met there by Thompson and Van Leys for no gain on the play. And there's brings up, maybe lost a yard, 2nd and 11 for the Longhorns at the 14-yard line, at their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, and that's what I said. That not only is it tough sledding there, but you're deep in your own territory. So Coach Hendricks needs to dial up something a little different here to help his charges out.
And Renenberg under center now. They've got 4 wide receivers, twins in both directions. Renenberg under center. The quick pass over, there's a miscommunication out there, and Renenberg overthrows both receivers. Tyler Morsh and Landon Gehring, both out in the vicinity, but well over their heads. Brings up 3rd down and 11 then for the Longhorns.
Hey, snap your game photos to NEX-TECH with the Game Time filter for a chance to win one awesome seat cooler from Storage Solutions of Hayes. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's game. Folks at Peaburg represented real well last night, so let's go, Kensington.
And Renenberg brings the Longhorns to the line of scrimmage of the I formation. Tight set, and there was some problems with the snap, and then the center snapped it, and nobody else was ready for the Longhorns, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Here comes the replay. Yeah, you can see none of the linemen move. They were expecting a different count.
Yeah, and then Thompson and Van Leys then met Renenberg in the backfield. So it brings up another punting situation for the Longhorns, and they've really struggled. Looks like the Hale, who was their center, he was coming out. He's back in the ball game. Back deep for the Longhorns punting is number 28, Reese Struckoff, a freshman.
Now keep your butt down when you're snapping this.
That's a good snap.
There you go.
And the punt's off. Thompson takes it about the 40-yard line and shakes the tackle and makes a move, and he's up the middle of the field past the 30 to almost to the 20-yard line, but we got a flag on the play. this may be coming back.
For the Longhorns, I'm going to guess it's a penalty against Logan. We'll see what it's all about.
Good 20-yard punt return for Thompson, but it may be for nothing.
Now, your game photos to NEX-TECH Nex-Tech with the game time builder or a chance to win one. Awesome seat cooler from Storage Solutions of Hayes. Winners will be notified.
See what our call is here. We're talking it over. Like I said, I got the.
There's your chance.
Your white hat's touching it, mates. Here we go.
Illegal block in the back. On the return team, 10 yards. First down, white.
So that'll bring the ball back out to the 40-yard line where Thompson took the punt. Set up the Longhorns 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. And they've had short fields both first series for the Trojans. Van Lays brings the Trojans out in a tight formation. I set back behind him, LaRue and Thompson. And this is a pitch to Thompson to the left, and breaks the tackle, and he's still on his feet, and he's up through close to the 30-yard line. And we've got an injured Longhorn on the play. Good 8-yard run for Thompson on the toss.
Hey, we got some Snapchats coming up here. Thanks for sending things in, folks. This is something that, really picked up in week 2, and we want to continue to do this. So, got the Thunder Ridge filter on there, so that's some local fans. Another Thunder Ridge filter, so some more locals.
There's
folks enjoying the pregame. Got a nice shot of the outside there. There's a little guy taking in the game tonight. He looks like he's having fun. So, thanks for sending in your Snapchats, folks. Got some more. Keep sending. Logan-Palco, you can send some in too. So,
looks like this might be one of the offensive linemen for the Longhorns, and they already had 2 of the 3 offensive linemen out, or defensive linemen too. So, this could.
Oh yeah. Let's go to break here. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Norton County Hospital would like to welcome Dr. Greg Serene to the community. Dr. Serene is a board-certified surgeon and trained in sports medicine. His practice will focus on knee injuries, joint replacements, and general orthopedics. Dr. Serene has been practicing for over 20 years and looks forward to providing orthopedic care to Norton and the surrounding communities. The Norton County Hospital, dedicated to caring, commitment, and community.
Get more of the potential you plant with the latest from 360 Yield Center. Unlock trapped nutrients and speed residue breakdown with 360 Chain Roll. Prevent root-restricting berms to give roots access to potential-boosting moisture and nutrients with 360 Bullet Ripper Points. And capture more yield at every harvest by reducing header loss by 80% with 360 Yield Saver replacement gathering chains.
Dave's Heating and Cooling, Gene's Heartland Foods, Howland Mobile Veterinary Service, and Jim's Alignment and Tire are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Smith Center High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season on the field, the courts, and in the classroom. From Looking Glass Salon, State Line Properties and Net Bids, Midway Chiropractic, and Professional Fire Equipment. Backing the Smith Center Redmond all season long. Julie Kuhlman Photography, D&K Insurance Services, Darren McDowell, Professional Fire Equipment, and Levine Construction are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Rusty Tractor, and BIH Plumbing and Electric. Backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns on the field, in the classroom, and on the courts all season long.
Hey, we're back here. We're getting ready to start the next play. That was Braden Brenneman that's down, a 255-pound junior. Boy, that's another one of the big boys down for the Longhorns. They're deep into their depth chart on the line.
Yeah, it looks like they brought in Tyler Morrish from the safety position to play nose guard, and he's only 150 pounds, and he's up against 270-pound freshmen. So, And there's a nice penetration, and Van Lays was able to get that ball off. It was looking like a reverse.
Right.
To
Now let's
Riley
watch
Allen.
the replay. Now watch. It looks like the defensive end.
Oh.
Well, no.
And there's Morris, the 150-pound nose guard right in there, makes the play.
Nice play indeed. So
Disrupted that play right from the beginning. So this will bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Trojans.
Well, and the quick nose guard gives you a lot of advantages just over time. See, look, that nice penetration there again. They may be shooting gaps.
Pitched it right, and there's Michael Gibson out there on the tackle, and it'll be a 1st down. It looks like a gain of 4 yards on the play for Thompson off the sweep to the right side.
Here's the replay. Like I said, they got the penetration. Sometimes that's shooting gaps, and if you shoot the gap away from the play, that really doesn't help you much.
Thompson and Hale out there.
And like I said, the other thing about you get to shooting gaps, they say, we got a face mask call here against the Longhorns. So that's gonna make a bad situation worse.
And they didn't signal a personal foul.
So it may just be the 5-yard variety.
Incidental face mask on the defense. 5 yards. 1st down.
So that'll set the Trojans up 1st down and 10 from the 24-yard line. And they've kind of went away from the ISO and went more to the toss left and right.
About 2:25 left here in the 1st quarter.
Van Lays under center, their I formation behind him. And it's the ISO to the left. Thompson with the ball. He's in the secondary up to the 14-yard line. Looks like that was a tackle there by Caden Van Eaton and Brandon.
Oh, we got a nice tight shot here. This looked good. See LaRue leading up on the linebacker there. That's the ISO look. He isolated, blocked on the linebacker. Nice job filling by the D-backs, but you don't want to make the tackle that deep.
Yeah, when you're making the tackle that deep, it's a 9-yard gain by Thompson on the ISO.
Second one, by the way, I saw some of the EMS people have a little gator down there. Looks like they might be doing something with Brenneman. He's up on his feet though, so
I formation set for Van Lays and
long count maybe.
Yeah, it looks like they got Morris on. The nose guard was pretty anxious. We'll see.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards. 1st down.
They were tired of Morris then diving the gaps, so they went a 2 count and got him to draw him off sides, and that'll bring up 1st and goal for the Trojans, about the 10-yard line. 1:35 left here in the 1st quarter. Tight eye formation.
No, the sticks are down, so it may be 1st and goal. Okay.
Yep, 1st and goal.
For some reason, I wrote 1st and 10 without thinking.
And it's a toss left to Thompson, and it looks like there's a Landon Gehring, the defensive end for the Longhorns, was there initially and was able to push that or at least slow Thompson down. Here we got a replay. Nice play out there.
Yeah, that first man, if he can get there and contain and force him back in and then get help inside out, that's traditional defensive football.
Gehring there. Riggs Renenberg also there from his linebacker position for the Longhorns. It'll bring up. They don't give him any gains, so 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line. And now it's a single back set behind Lays as Thompson. And they're going to run option, pitch to Thompson, and looks like Gibson out there. Gibson was out there. Grauerholz also out there for the Longhorns, but Thompson was able to keep his feet going, maybe gained a couple yards.
Here's a replay here. Thompson takes the pitch. He does a nice job of kind of squeezing and shimmying between guys. He looks more like a big physical back, but he also has good body lean and body control.
Just 16 seconds left in the 1st quarter, and it doesn't look like the Trojans are going to run a play. They're going to be content to let this run out. So that'll be our 1st quarter score. At the end of 1, Logan-Palco 16 and Thunder Ridge 0. We'll be back for more of the Game of the Week right here on Nex-Tech Game Time.
Don't forget to
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
I'm Dr. Dustin Cheney with the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton. Since 2003, it has been my mission to make sure chiropractic care is available in our communities. Thank you for letting my family take care of your family.
The chiropractic centers are a safe, natural, and holistic choice. From infants to seniors, their doctors and staff provide comprehensive and personalized care.
Remember, pain is not normal. Chiropractic is the natural choice.
See their ad in the Nex-Tech directory.
Brendan Braden, they're taking him off on the utility vehicle. He maybe needs to go to the Phillipsburg chiropractor right now. It looks like they're mainly concerned about his neck. They're keeping his head stable as they're walking him off. He's sitting up. It doesn't look like one of those really bad back injuries, but there might be some problems with your neck, and that's pretty scary too.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chris, on that. It is going to bring up, we're set a third down and goal from the 8-yard line. Van Leys has the Trojans out of the I formation. And it's a pop pass up to Riley Allen, and it's a score for the Trojans. Nice little quick pop pass for the Trojans. And Van Leys at 6'2" is able to, or 6'4", sorry.
Yeah.
Able just to stand up, throw it right over the top of the defensive line.
And it's got to be quick because, like you said, a linebacker get his hand up in there. Once that gets deflected up in the air, you got all defensive players back there. So nice job on that touchdown pass to Allen. Let's say that's an 8-yard scoring strike. And that'll make it 22-0 with 11:57 left here in the second. The first play of the second period.
So the Trojans lined up for two in their I formation, tight set. And it's a pitch to Thompson, and Gibson is out there for the Longhorns, flushes it inside, and they're able to stop Thompson. So the two-point conversion is no good. And our score still is 22-0. Logan-Palco on top of Thunder Ridge, just starting the second quarter.
Yeah, and once again, this drive did start at midfield, so the Logan-Palco did have to drive some distance this time. It looks like 8 plays on that drive for 40 yards, but just way too many short drives here to get to this 22-0 count. The Longhorns need to sustain a drive just to build some confidence. Like I said, they're running out of the big guys in the trenches now, and it's, you could say, well, maybe you pass the ball. Well, your smaller linemen you'll bull rush small linemen. So
they need to start. They need to start out with some better field position.
Yes,
the last couple of drives have really been backed up and. And not much. I mean,
yeah, they just got to get something positive going too. So,
Luis Ramirez has the ball teed up again for the Trojans, and back deep for the Longhorns. It looks like number 20, Brandon Grauerholtz, a 5'9", 140-pound sophomore. And we'll see what kind of field position the Longhorns will have here for their first possession of the second quarter.
I like Coach Hendricks alternating his kickoff return guys because that a good hard kickoff return really does win you.
Grauerholtz at the 5, and he's up to the middle, kind of stutter steps up through the 20-yard line, and he's got to the 22-yard line, 22-yard line. So decent return for the Longhorns. We'll set them up 1st and 10 from the, call it 22-yard line.
Yeah, like I said, you look at their huddle there. They've got they're kind of a small unit right now, so that kind of changes what you're trying to do. That doesn't mean you can't move the ball, but it may mean you have a little bit different strategy here.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon Shaw, a 160-pound sophomore, in at right guard for the Longhorns.
You're talking about in pregame, those sophomores, you'd ideally like them playing more Monday night.
Nice fullback dive for Gibson, and looked like LaRue had Gibson by the jersey here. Nice fullback dive, and LaRue's just hanging on for a ride. A good 5-yard gain on first down, but that's what they did their first drive. Chris was able to get some get some yards eaten up on the fullback dive.
It looked like Hale. It was like a dive, and it looked like Hale just kind of rode his guy out. The nose threw him out of the play, but he rode him out. All you got to do is keep your body between the ball carrier and your defender. There's another dive by Gibson. Looks like maybe another 4 yards there.
And they've got Hunter Hogan, their big 270-pound freshman for the Trojans, is on the sidelines now. 42, Cody Brown, another freshman, is in a nose guard. They also have LaRue in for, and Stapleton down at the defensive end.
I tell you what, I like this, though. They're simplifying. They're not panicking. But the linebacker's walking up here, going to make this dive action tough. It's ISO.
Hands off to Morris, and it's an ISO off the left side, and that's good for 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be a first down for the Longhorns.
Yeah,
so nice ISO here.
Yeah, nice action there. Fullback does a nice job taking up, like it might have been the end or a linebacker there. I don't know who it was he kicked out, but brings up the ball up to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Blake Boucher on the tackle for the Trojans, but first and 10 for the Longhorns at the 36-yard line. And they've got some momentum here. Renenberg brings it to the line of scrimmage of the I formation. Gibson and Morris, and it's Morris on the counter, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like by Thompson and LaRue, both of them met Morris in the backfield. That's a loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 11 now for the Longhorns. 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. So,
yeah, like I said, this keeping it simple. It worked for a while, but now it looks like they're trying to walk. They're walking those linebackers up in there. They're in a 3-3, and it looks like Thompson was coming hard. So, might see him boot out of this one of these times, something like that.
Yeah, tight formation I, and Renenberg back to pass, and he's off to Morris. Nice tackle there by Thompson and by Van Lays, and that he had that set up. It looked like a little screen off to the right side, and Morris took it, but Van Lays was there and Thompson. Van Lays, nice play out there for the defensive end position. Brings up 3rd and 11.
I mean, it started to look nice, but like you said, Van Lays peels back and makes a nice play there.
And he read that he's on the right defensive end position and was able to read that screen pass from across the field. So 3rd and 11 for the Longhorns. Renenberg under center, got twin receivers both left and right of him. He's under center though.
You think quarterback draw here, but then you got to beat Thompson somehow.
Yep. And here comes the blitz, and he just had to get that one away. It's too fast and just not enough time for Renenberg to get anything behind that throw. It'll be 4th down and 11 for the Longhorns.
Boy, this is a tough spot. You've been having trouble punting. You're down by 22 points. But if you go for it and don't get it, 4th and 11 is a tough play call. You got the play sheet there. There's not a lot of 4th and 11 play calls there.
Well, and they're missing some linemen.
So Renenberg runs out there. He's talked to Coach Hendricks. It looks like they're probably going to run a play. The formation will probably tell us pretty quickly what they're going to do.
And they're trying to spread out the Trojans, but Logan-Palco is keeping some. And that's going to be a flag and delay a game, and that's just the freshman quarterback not seeing the official in the back counting down the time, and so that'll be a 5-yard.
Dead ball. Delay a game. On the offense, 5 yards, still 4th down.
Now it's 4th and
16 maybe?
Yeah, 16 from the 30-yard line. You may want to punt this now. Looks like their punter is coming out to the field, number 28, Reese Struckoff. And last time they had looks like they got Caden Van Eaton in as the long snapper. Deep back for the Trojans is 44, David Thompson.
Boy, I tell you what, if you're punting this, I wouldn't feel bad about kicking out of bounds after about 20 yards, and that's might be what they're thinking.
It off,
yeah,
not a bad decision there.
Well, when you got Thompson back there returning, pick your battles wisely.
That's right. Ball's out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It looks like, and he's averaging 36 yards per return. So nice decision there by the punter, Struckoff, and that's out of bounds. So Trojans will set up shop 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. They're up 22-0 on top of Thunder Ridge. 8:49 left in the half.
Like I say, it'll be interesting now to see if Thunder Ridge starts to gamble a little more, maybe trying to stuff things up in the inside.
Van Lay's under center, and it's a handoff to Thompson and off to the left side, and he's up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 5 yards on first down on the ISO play.
Yeah. And they've had a lot of success with that. And like I said, they're just, putting a body on a body, and right now their bodies are bigger, and that's harder for the Longhorns to stand up to that. I say you see number 6 there at the nose guard. That's Tyler Morris. That's the tailback. He's a senior, but he's only 150 pounds.
Yeah, and Britt Bauman, another 150-pounder on the defensive end, and it's a handoff to Thompson off the right side, and he muscles his way up to the 40-yard line. He was stopped.
Yeah,
shortly after
it looked like Britt Bauman had a piece of him, but just couldn't get him down, and Thompson just ran through the tackle. So it's frustrating. They were able to get the bodies there, but just weren't able to bring the big bag down.
Bauman goes 150 pounds at that defensive end position. Thompson's 190-pound junior running back, was just able to keep his feet moving on the play and get the Trojans a first down. So now it'll bring up 1st and 10 from midfield for the Trojans. They're in their I formation set, LaRue and Thompson in the backfield. And it's a fake play action. Van Lays goes deep, and it's a nice catch there by Colton Graving, and he's up to close to the 10-yard line.
Here's
it looks
the
like
replay.
9-yard line. Nice.
Did a nice job arcing that ball over, kind of high pointing it a little bit there.
It was a nice pass by Van Lays. Van Eaton was out there in pretty good coverage, but nice thrown ball for Van Lays, and that's a big gain for the Trojans. And they've got the ball at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. 7:42 left here in the half. And the Trojans come out in the I formation set. And this is a toss left to Thompson. LaRue out in front of him, and Thompson's met. He's out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Good 4-yard play on the first down for the Trojans.
That's what the Longhorns got to keep doing. They got to just keep rallying to the ball, get bodies to the ball. They're giving up some size, so it's hard to say, well, we just got to make great one-on-one tackles. That's asking a lot of some of these guys.
Right, and I think they've got to keep them in check here, make them go 4 yards, 3 yards, and then they should be fine. But Van Lays brings the Trojans out, and it's a fake to the fullback. Van Lays then off to the right side, but he's popped there by Gibson. It looks like about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, nice inside out. They take away the fullback dive. The end does a nice job out there. 19 Bauman gets a piece of him, and then like you said, Gibson finishes it up.
Gibson, Hale also there on the tackle. For the Longhorns, it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line.
Give him a gain of 2. But at this spot, you got to get 2 more stops. Send us your scores there on Nex-Tech, our game time scoreboard.
And it's a toss to the right with Thompson, and he's squeezing into the end zone there. Nice play for the Trojans. They went inside, and then tossed it out. And so Thompson is in the end zone again. And here we got a replay.
Yeah, the end does a nice job there. Hooking Bauman, he wasn't able to get any part of that. And
LaRue out there with the lead block, it looks like, too.
Yeah, they stock blocked it and made it happen here. So with 8:53 left here in the second, that makes our score 28-0 with the PAT pending.
And the Trojans are set up for the 2-point conversion in their I formation set. And Van Lay's nice pop pass again. This is the other side. Colton Grieving on the reception there for the 2-yard gain and the 2-point conversion. So that makes our score 30-0. Logan-Palco on top of Thunder Ridge, and that pop play. That's the second time that pop pass has worked for the Trojans.
Yeah, and it's, he's a nice tall quarterback. He does a nice job of getting the ball out quickly. Those are some things that make that pop pass easier. And you say, well, if they're going to pass that way. Well, right now their primary concern is getting that number 44 on the ground. So and even LaRue, when he's run the ball, has been effective too. So, and then you add insult to injury with that pop pass. hey, next week we'll be at Waukene for Wallace County versus Trigo. And then, like I said, the following week we'll be at Logan, where Victoria will travel Logan-Palco. So we'll have some more good 8-man action the next couple weeks. And the following week we'll be at Sacred Heart, we'll be at Plainville. You know, a lot of people tonight are watching Plainville. Plainville trying to sweep the big bullies of the MCL tonight. They have Peaburg, so that'll be a whale of a game as well.
Yeah, they've taken down Smith Center and Norton in consecutive weeks, so that'll be an interesting game. See what kind of scores we got from that game to report to you. Ramirez has got the ball teed up again for the Trojans, and back deep, they keep rotating him. Back deep is Tyler Morrish for the Longhorns. And Ramirez's kick is a nice kick. Drives it to the 5-yard line. Morrish in the middle. He's got his full steam ahead, and he's up to the 30-yard line. Maybe give him the 31. Nice return by Morrish. He just lowered his head and went straight forward right down the middle.
Yeah, he shows nice aggressiveness here, you know, and
no hesitation.
It takes some courage to run up the middle that hard like that because he's not really reading it.
Yeah.
He's just blowing it up in there and looking for any seam he can, and sometimes you can get blown up doing that. So.
And LaRue there on the tackle for the Trojans. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Longhorns at the 30-yard line. 6:48 left here in the half, and they're getting the second possession in a row now that they've set up a nice field position for the Trojans. So Rittenberg brings the Trojans out or brings the Longhorns out. Split backs behind him. Split left. And Rittenberg, there's a toss to the left and the Trojans are all over that. First Thompson was there, he missed, but cleaning up is number 54, Blake Boucher, and number 10, Lane Stapleton. So
was that Grauerholz on the carry? Who was that?
It was Grauerholz on the carry.
Yeah,
that's
like
a
I
loss
said,
of 2 on the
yeah,
play.
there just wasn't. He made one tackler miss just to get back to where he did. So tough sledding there for the Longhorns.
Yep. Brings up 2nd and 12, and they're in the split back set behind Rittenberg. And this is Grauerholz on the play, and he's off to the left side, and he's got some room. A nice looks like a counter play, and Grauerholz to the left here. There's a little miscommunication, but
right. Yeah, there's a little crossbuck action there. Yep. Fake to the other back to Morrish, and then back to Grauerholz going the other way. Gets the ball up to the Thunder Ridge 35.
So that hesitation kind of worked. The Trojans came rushing in, and he's able to slip back behind him. And the biggest play for the Longhorns on offense so far tonight. Rittenberg brings the Longhorns to the line of scrimmage in his I formation. He's back to throw, and he's got it out there. His tight end, Landon Gearing, on the play. Nice little out pattern, and that'll bring up – that's a 6-yard gain on first down. 2nd and 4 for the Longhorns now.
Yeah, that keeps them in a nice down and distance. They got some momentum going here. This is good to see for the Longhorns here.
Yeah, Rittenberg finally had some time back there to make the throw. So,
well, a lot of times you're in that crossbuck action, it kind of slows down that flow because if those defensive ends are flying up the field versus that crossbuck, it makes it a whole lot easier to block.
So split left, single back set, but it looks like the Longhorns are going to call timeout.
Timeout Longhorns. We're going to take a time.
Time black.
We're going to take a timeout too. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
$10,000 in 10, but give 50.
With 7 agents in 3 locations, Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated can meet your every need when it comes to your next sale.
Great.
Visit them at hammettauction.com and you'll find all their upcoming sales, including farms, ranches, as well as farm equipment and even real estate listings, both residential and commercial. They've been serving Western Kansas since 1983, and with offices in Stockton, Russell, and Hayes, they're always nearby to assist you. Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated. Contact them today.
$25 would get 21.
Center Monuments at Limestone and Gravy, Carter's Carpentry Works, Family Health Mart, and Kingsbury Septic and Pumping are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Smith Center High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season on the field, the courts, and in the classroom from the People's Bank, member FDIC, Fouts Insurance Agency, and Collier Abstract and Title, backing the Smith Center Redmond all season long.
And welcome back to Kensington and Nex-Tech Game Time game of the week, and we are set up 2nd and 4 from the 28-yard line for the Longhorns. Single back set, Rinenberg back, and it's a screen, and nice. Van Lays was able to get his hands up and knock that screen pass down. They had it set up, though, off the left side. But
hey, at halftime, we'll have the Tri-Central Office Supply scoreboard show. Checking Twitter real quick. Great Bend 20, Northwest 13. I think we had Hayes High as no score. I see Rollins County 12, Decatur County 0, or Atwater versus Oberlin, however you'd like that. But the Buffs up 12-zip.
This will bring up 3rd and 4 from the 28-yard line for the Longhorns. They are in a split back set. Morris and Gibson back behind Rinenberg. And that's a busted play, and there's nowhere to go for Rinenberg there. He's taken down by 42, Cody Brown, the freshman nose guard. And that was just nowhere to go for Rinenberg. It was a miscommunication, so Rinenberg, though, did a good job at least getting back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I
did
see him move the stick. So 4th and 3. Every little bit helps, I guess. Boy, for the Longhorns, it'd be nice to kind of staunch the bleeding here a little bit. 4:39 left here in the second.
Rinenberg checking with Gibson on the play. So it's an I formation back behind Rinenberg for the Longhorns. It's a pitch, and it's a bad pitch, and Morris just able to, he didn't recover it. Brown takes it, but it's 4th down anyways, and it was just a missed pitch there.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little high. It looked like it could have been handled, but the bad news is they just turned the ball over with 4:24 left here in the second. It'll be in Thunder Ridge territory at their own 38.
Yeah, that was a good drive for the Longhorns. They had something going.
Yeah, they ate up some clock. They got some momentum, and like I said, would have been interesting to see if they could have got something going. They got Garden City 7, Wichita South 6.
Van Lays here in the I formation set. Pitch to Thompson to the right, and Morris was in the backfield, but he couldn't take Thompson down. Now Thompson gets through a couple tacklers. Now he's dragging a bunch of defenders, and he's up past the 30-yard line to the 26-yard line now. It was a good 12, 13-yard gain for Thompson. He was dodging Longhorns throughout that play.
Well, he's dodging some. He's running over some. He was just rumbling out there. So
good tough run for Thompson. 1st and 10 for the Longhorn, or for the Trojans at the 26-yard line.
And like I said, the Longhorns are having to run some younger, smaller kids out there, and it's a tough road to hoe right now.
I formation pitch to the right again for Thompson. He cuts it up to the middle, but is met there by Rinenberg and a host of other Longhorns. It is a 4-yard gain, though, on the play for Thompson.
Right, but that's what they got to keep doing. The Longhorns just got to keep rallying to the ball and bring bodies to him. Bring bodies. See, there's a couple of bodies. There's 3 bodies there on the takedown.
The young defensive end, Britt Bauman, did a nice job turning that toss play inside for the linebackers to clean up. Brings up.
Yeah, that makes the angles a whole lot better than because if he gets out wide, it's like he showed on the play 2 plays ago or 1 play ago where he went 12 yards. It's just the angles are bad. If you cut it back, a lot of times you make him cut it back. Sometimes that linebacker will be right there to pop him right when he plants his foot too.
So 2nd and 6 for the Trojans. 3:22 left here in the half. And Van Lays brings the Trojans up to the line of scrimmage in their I formation set. And it's a fake. Van Lays back to throw, and he's got Allen out there in the flat. And Allen's up to about the 2-yard line. So nice pass there by Van Lays.
Yeah.
Look at a post pattern for Allen came across the formation.
Yeah, nice play action there. They've run the ball so well that when he sees him stick that ball down like he's handing off, those linebackers are flying up. Well, that makes the passing lane very easy to Allen, and Allen has had a pattern of success.
That was another good passer, Van Lays. Put it right on the money. It was right over the top of the linebacker's head. And now we're 1st and goal at the 2-yard line for the Trojans in their I formation set. And this is Thompson again off the left side. I don't know if he got in. There's an I formation, ISO. And I think they got him. They stopped him. Braden Hale on the tackle. And he met Thompson right at the line of scrimmage, or right at the goal line there. So 1-yard gain only for Thompson. Brings up second and goal now.
And
for
Hale, it looked like he got more of his backside out there in front of him, but by doing that, it slowed Thompson down and allowed other Longhorns to rally to the ball. Just got to do what it takes.
2 minutes left, and it's Van Lees on the quarterback sneak for the touchdown for the Trojans. So that brings the score now 36-0 for Logan-Palco, and Van Lees, that's his first rushing touchdown of the night. He's had one throwing, so having a pretty good night for himself, and Trojans will go for 2.
Yeah, this is a 38-yard drive there.
And I formation set back behind Van Lees, LaRue, and Thompson. And it looks like some miscommunication, and there's a throw, and it's picked off in the end zone. There was a miscommunication from the start, but Grauerholtz with the interception in the end zone, so two-point conversion is no good, making this 36-0. Logan-Palco on top of Thunder Ridge, and that may at least get Thunder Ridge to halftime.
Yeah, both teams are at the sidelines. We're going to take a little break as well. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
At Bullseye Event Center, we consider every detail when transforming our space into the perfect setting for your event. Our newly renovated, unique facility is ideal for weddings and receptions, corporate events, and parties for up to 300 guests. We also have smaller rooms and on-site kitchen available for meetings and reunions and social gatherings. Call us today to book your next function at Bullseye Event Center, downtown Norton, where your event is our top priority.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Hey, we're back here at Kensington, where Logan-Palco is up on the host Longhorns 36-0. Uh-oh. We just had a T-shirt go flying through the crowd and act the back. Got some little kids rushing around the back here. I don't know. I think I see some people there in the Nex-Tech van going to fight for the shirt too. So
Morris takes the kickoff, and he is drilled by Thompson there at the 20-yard line. Nice deep kick by Ramirez for the Trojans, and they've got the Longhorns pinned back deep.
Yep.
And it looks like may have been some conversation there between a couple of the players.
Yeah, that happens. A little frustration sets in, or maybe a little cockiness, depending on which side of the field you're on. The ball is at the 21, where it'll be 1st and 10 for your Thunder Ridge Longhorns.
And Riggs Rittenberg under center, and it's a fullback dive for Gibson, and he's up, gains a couple yards on the play. On the stop is Riley Allen.
Watch replay. This looks like just straight dive action, so that means that the center and guard are firing out and getting, and he runs over Thompson a little bit, gets some extra yardage with the physicality there. So,
yeah, Riley Allen had to come from a safety position to make the stop. 3-yard gain on the play for Gibson. It's 2nd and 7 for the Longhorns. Rittenberg then again, a spin move by Gibson, and he's running tough here right before halftime. He's up to the 30-yard line. Another 3-4-yard gain for Gibson. And that sets up the Longhorns on a 3rd and short now. 1:20 left here in the half.
Just inside the 30-yard line there.
And I formation set, and another fullback dive, and Gibson's out past the sticks, and he'll have a 1st down for the Longhorns. A lot of tough running here. It's just fullback dive left and fullback dive right, but they've got 1st down and 10 now at the 33-yard line. Under a minute left to play in the first half.
But like I said, that's protecting your defense a little bit there. Get a little momentum going into the locker room. Gibson on dives of 3, 6, and 4 yards here.
And they give to him again, and Thompson meets him at the line of scrimmage, but Gibson's able to power forward for a 2-yard gain, so 2nd and 8 now for the Longhorns. 30 seconds left here in the first half.
Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you by Rogers & Associates Insurance, Pack Leader Technology, Progressive Physical Therapy Center, Heritage Insurance Group, Flatlander Dirt Works, and Hammett Land and Auction.
And this is Grauerholz on the counter, and he's up to close to the 40-yard line, and looks like they're going to call timeout with 11 seconds left here in the half.
Timeout, Black.
We'll take a quick timeout here while you're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Keller Motors, Kaiser Ag Service, Normandin Heating and Air Conditioning, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Logan-Palco high school students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season from Logan Manor Community Health Services, Midwest Community Bank, member FDIC, Professional Fire Equipment, and Becker Terracing, backing the Logan-Palco students and athletes all season long. First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Olive Bowie Furniture and Appliance, Shane Kintner, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Coombs Trucking, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Kelly Link Floor Covering, Cottonwood Inn, Thompson Family Chiropractic, and Ultimate Machine, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Whether barbecuing with friends and pinning pictures on your tablet about your dream fire pit, watching baseball on TV and waiting for Salvi to dump the ice water, or chatting with your mom on the phone about her cat's newest trick, the last thing you're thinking about is the technology you're using. It should just work. Nex-Tech has the highest rated internet, TV, and phone. Switch now and receive 3 months free and free installation. Certain restrictions apply. New services only. Enjoy life more. Switch to Nex-Tech now.
Welcome back to Kensington and Nex-Tech Game Time's coverage of the game of the week. You just missed Riggs Rittenberg for the Longhorns. Attempted a long pass. It was picked off by Riley Allen of the Trojans. And so the Trojans set up 1st down and 10 from their 26-yard line. 5 seconds left here in the half. And it looks like Van Lays is going to get out of going to be in the shotgun.
Oh, might put one in the air here. Might have been motion, but
and he's under pressure. Circles back, and he had Thompson open, and Thompson looked like he was getting ready to run before he made the catch, and so that'll be the half. Our score: Logan-Palco 36, Thunder Ridge 0. You're watching the game of the week
first half
here on Nex-Tech Game Time.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for. When it comes to accessorizing your truck, SUV, or van, Advantage Glass Plus is the original specialist. They have a huge selection including Nerf bars, custom chrome wheels, ARE truck caps and tonneau covers, running boards, heavy-duty grill guards, fender flares, plus a whole lot more. Along with Retrax, the ultimate tractable pickup bed cover. Enhance appearance, add protection, plus add style and value to your ride. When you visit Advantage Glass Plus, South Pine Street in Hayes, proudly serving the area for 20 years.
Looking for a business class phone system without the business class price? Nex-Tech Cloud Phone is a full-featured solution for businesses of all sizes. Take advantage of powerful features like voicemail to email, Find Me, Follow Me, SIM Ring, and smartphone and tablet integration for a low monthly rate. There's no expensive equipment to purchase or maintain because it's all provided and supported by Nex-Tech. Sign up for Nex-Tech Cloud Phone now and receive a free Lenovo tablet and Google streaming package with Google Chromecast and Chromecast Audio.
When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy, Farmers National Bank member FDIC, Olive Bovey Memorial Chapel, Seidel's Automotive, and Whitmer Drug are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Cliff's Welding Service, Ron Juneman OD, Farmers and Ranchers Outlet, and Scott McCoppin Bookstore and Hometown Grounds, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Before, during, or after the game, take your crew to the Golden Q. If the game is on, they're open. The Golden Q in Hayes has the largest gourmet burger menu around. They've also got a super selection of sides, appetizers, salads, wraps, homemade chili, wings, and more. Their Blizzard beer system is guaranteed to keep your drawn brew between 27 and 30 degrees. With a dozen different beers on tap, they've got just about everyone's favorite. Open daily at 10 a.m. The Golden Q, 809 Ash in Hayes.
Welcome back to Kensington. We have the halftime show going on here. We have the dancers for the local Longhorns team. So we're going to get some shots here. Send us your Snapchats here if you're with us tonight from either side of the field. We like to see them both. Snap your game photos to NEX-TECH with the Game Time filter for a chance to win one awesome seat cooler from Storage Solutions of Hayes. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's game. So let's have a little review of the first half. We got a beautiful moonrise here in the east, by the way, if you happen to be at the game tonight. First drive, Longhorns did drive the ball to midfield, had a high snap, derailed the drive, and Van Lay sacked Gibson, and that gave the Longhorns, Logan-Palco, the Trojan ball at the 29. 5 plays later, they scored. They just attacked wide a lot. That's what they did there. Thompson scored on a toss sweep for 18 yards. Thompson pitch was also made the PAT good, making it 8-0. Next Longhorn possession, they had a high snap. Punt was blocked. It only went about 4 yards in. It only was 4 yards into the field of play. Thompson 2 yards later runs an ISO behind the right guard. PAT Van Lay scored on a boot run. That made it 16-0, 6:06 left in the first quarter. We had another drive. Struckoff was able to get the punt off, and that helped a lot get it back about midfield. But the Trojans drove down on 8 plays, 40 yards. The scoring play, Van Lay's hit Allen on an 8-yard pop pass. They've had a lot of success with that as well. Also, some other plays on the drive. Thompson had 2 9-yard runs to help set that up. That made the score 22-0 with 11:52 left here in the second. Thunder Ridge on its next drive was able to establish some things, but was not able to finish the drive, punted the ball out of bounds. Logan-Palco took over their own 30, so they had to drive a longer field. They had to drive 50 yards, but it only took them 6 plays to do it. The big play in that drive was a 30-yard pass from Van Lays to Grieving. The scoring play was Thompson took the ball on a pitch right and went 3 yards. Van Lays on a pop pass to Grieving was also good, made it 30-0 with 6:53 left. The final scoring drive of the half, Thompson took the ball, rumbled right 12 yards. Van Lays hit Allen on a post pattern for 20 yards. The final play, the 5-yard, 38-play drive was Van Lays on a sneak. That gave us 36-0 with 2:11 half, and that is our score at this time, Curtis.
Yeah, it looks. Thunder Ridge had some problems with some snaps and had some early turnovers in that first quarter, but second quarter they were able to put some things together, yes. Play a little bit more of the field position game. They've made some stops on Thompson. They've contained him 2-3 times. It's just being consistent and making 3 stops in a row. They just haven't been able to show that they can do that. They've got a lot of linemen out too.
Yes,
it's just
Braden Brenneman was taken off on a utility vehicle. Like I said, he was sitting up. He looked like it wasn't a serious injury, but you could tell they were stabilizing his head. They were a little concerned about that. And, you know, you got to err on safety. But now they're just short of the big bodies at this point, and that makes a big deal. No surprise to anyone, by the way. The Royals are already down 2-0 to the White Sox. I think Ned Yost and his boys have spit the bit on this season. And, you know, it's been a great 3-year run, but it's just probably about over. So time to focus in on the Chiefs and not the Broncos. To get into the NFL season. So, hey, I tell you what, down the truck, I got a feeling they're rallying up some scores here. We're going to have a Tri-Central Office Supply scoreboard show here in just a minute. Oh, Heritage Insurance Group scoreboard show. Sorry about that. We'll have the Heritage Insurance Group scoreboard show here in just a minute. We'll throw it out to break. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
When it comes to customer service, other carriers just can't compete. At Nex-Tech Wireless, we don't hire just anybody to assist our customers. We won't bounce your call around to 16 different supervisors, and we'll never tack on unexpected charges to your monthly bill. We'll even buy out your old contract for $650 so you no longer have to deal with second best. We train hard to win a gold medal in customer service. Nex-Tech Wireless, something different.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finished concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes.
Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, Goddard Body Shop, Goddard Spiral Stairs, McAllister Construction, Brian D. Stockman, PA, and Graham Truck Line are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Logan-Palco High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season from Logan Funeral Home, Denny's Repair, Dane G. Hansen Memorial Museum, and Main Street Pizza, backing the Logan-Palco students and athletes all season long. Hahn and Ames, PA, The Horseshoe, Sawyer's Ace Hardware, and Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom. From Blackburn Construction, Kansas Crop Care, Phillips County Health Systems and Medical Clinic, White's Food Liner, and Professional Fire Equipment, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Leon's Welding and Fabrication has been serving Western Kansas for over 25 years with custom fabrication of metal projects, including trailers, flatbeds, steel and aluminum fencing, ornamental gates and handrails, and metal art creations. Leon's also offers sandblasting and coating services and a powder coating division with over 6,400 colors to choose from. For your next project, visit Leon's Welding and Fabrication, East Highway 40 in Hayes.
Welcome back to Kensington and Nex-Tech Game Time's presentation of the game of the week. Right now we'll take a quick look at some of the other games, scores from the other games around the area on the Heritage Insurance Nex-Tech scoreboard. Hayes High and Liberal are tied at halftime. Norton is up 21-0 on Oakley. And it looks like South of Saline is leading Russell 24-14 at the half.
Boy, Russell looked good in week one,
yeah.
And now they're not having nearly as much success. Those Saline County teams are administering some justice. Hopefully the Broncos get that turned around.
Smith Center all over TMP, 42-0. That's in the second quarter. And Ellis is leading Sublette 35-2.
Might have been a two-run home run there maybe. So.
And Colby is up 10-8 on Hugoton at halftime. And La Crosse and Washington County are all tied up in the second quarter at 6. Boisington all over Hillsboro, 28-0. And Trigo 44-0 lead on Quinter. That's at halftime. Golden Plains up 29-0 on Cheyenne. Osborne up 36-0 on Lakeside at halftime.
By the way, that Golden Plains Cheyenne game, that'll be a six-man game. There's several schools in the far western part of the state playing six-man.
Yeah, that's another way to get the kids on the field, at least get some football being played. Pike Valley looks like they ended the game against Stockton 48-0, and Victoria all over Ellenwood 38-12. That's in the second quarter. And then our game here, Logan-Palco 36 and Thunder Ridge 0. And we're at halftime. St. Francis on top of Hill City 28-0. Rock Hills all over Chase 46-8. Great Bend in a shootout is over Northwest 41-27. And Otis Bison on top of Central Plains. That's a big 8-man game.
Yeah, big game. And Central Plains, they beat Victoria week 1 in that monumental battle they seem to have every week 1 of every year. So, and our big game we were talking about earlier, Peaburg's up on Plainville 16-8. Hayden Friend and the Cardinals versus that strong Phillipsburg team.
And Beloit really blowing out Sacred Heart 38-0 at halftime, and that's kind of a surprising score.
Yeah.
Sacred Heart's a pretty good ball club. Ness City and St. John, they're in a tight battle. Ness City with the lead right now, 20-14 there in the second quarter. And Otis Bison over Ellenwood, 66-26, and that's a final. That's a lot of scoring in that game.
Yeah, we're about 2 minutes. I don't think they've reset yet. So both teams are on the field, but I think they've still got to put 3 more minutes back on the clock. So we're going to throw it back to a break, and we come back, we'll be pretty close to ready to start the second half of this game. It's 36-0 Logan-Palco over Thunder Ridge. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
CenCon of Kansas, Steel Fabrications, ProAg Marketing, and Fine Line Collision, the Tint Man, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Kensington Lockers, Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, and Shaw Concrete and Construction, backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns all season long. Julie Kuhlman Photography, Smith County Bank, member FDIC, U.S. Center Motel and Apartments, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Smith Center High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season on the field, the courts, and in the classroom from Smith Center Veterinary Clinic, Farmers Union Insurance Company, Greg and Tamara Frank, and Smith Center Health and Rehab, backing the Smith Center Redmond all season long.
Norton County Hospital would like to welcome Dr. Greg Serene to the community. Dr. Serene is a board-certified surgeon and trained in sports medicine. His practice will focus on knee injuries, joint replacements, and general orthopedics. Dr. Serene has been practicing for over 20 years and looks forward to providing orthopedic care to Norton and the surrounding communities. The Norton County Hospital, dedicated to caring, commitment, and community.
Get more of the potential you plant with the latest from 360 Yield Center. Unlock trapped nutrients and speed residue breakdown with 360 Chain Roll. Prevent root-restricting berms to give roots access to potential-boosting moisture and nutrients with 360 Bullet Ripper Points. And capture more yield at every harvest by reducing header loss by 80% with 360 Yield Saver replacement gathering chains.
Dave's Heating and Cooling, Gene's Heartland Foods, Howland Mobile Veterinary Service, and Jim's Alignment and Tire are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Smith Center High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season on the field, the courts, and in the classroom from Looking Glass Salon, State Line Properties and Net Bids, Midway Chiropractic, and Professional Fire Equipment. backing the Smith Center Redmen all season long.
Hey, we have a minute 30 here before we resume the second half of this game. The multi-talented Faraday sent us an update here. She says Hayes High is up on Liberal here in the third quarter, 13-7. So we got an update back from the Indians up over Liberal. Let's do some Snapchats. Hey, we'll put some up here on the screen here, but remember, snap tap your game photos to NEX-TECH with the Game Time filter for a chance to win one awesome seat cooler from Storage Solutions of Hayes. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's game. And I've been promised we're going to have some Snapchats here. We have about a minute until kickoff, and here we go. There's some Thunder Ridge fans there all snuggled up watching the game. Some more Thunder Ridge fans there. A wide shot of the field there in action. Let's go Logan Trojans. We got some from the Trojan side as well. That's nice to see. Got the little guy there. He's looking like he said, hey, I want some crackers here. I don't know. Curtis and I might be ready for some crackers here before long. But that wouldn't be a good idea. That'd make our mouth dry and it'd be hard to enunciate. We probably don't do it. I don't want to go all Rex Hudler on you here, by the way, but I said we got a beautiful harvest moon here rising in the east. We're talking it over. The choice will be Logan-Palco because it seems to me they deferred. Is that right?
Yeah, they deferred, and they should. Looks like they're set up to receive this. Both back deep, it looks like they've got Riley Allen and David Thompson. So they're set up to receive this kick.
Yep. It looks like teeing it up for the Longhorns.
And Allen moves up closer to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they may be looking for an onside kick. And it looks like Tyler Morrish has got this teed up for the Longhorns. And
yeah, they got seven guys up real tight.
Yeah,
so
he's got it kind of angled off that he's going to try to onside kick this. So
it might be a little pooch kick. And if in Logan-Palco, you're on, fair catch it. Just don't be a hero. I've seen a lot of special teams disasters.
And Morris tries this kick, and it's
he needs to cover that because once he touches it, they'll throw the beanbag.
Yep, and that hit a Longhorn as soon as it was kicked right there at the 30-yard line. So it's going to be a decision for the Trojans.
Yeah. You can tell by Morris's expression. He said, "Oh darn!"
Yeah, he kicked that sideways. He didn't really get much forward progress on that kick. So.
We'll hear from our white hat here shortly. We think we got his mic adjusted where it's just about right. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. It's Logan-Palco choice, so.
Yep.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the kicking team. More than 4 players on one side of the kicker. 5 yards, re-kick.
Oh, so there was a dead ball foul or dead ball penalty. So
there you go.
Longhorns are going to kick off again, and we'll see if they're going to try an onside kick. And Morris is talking it over with Coach on the sidelines, and he's getting his instructions. He's back out to the field, and we'll be teeing this ball up.
That's one of them things. I'm sure when they tried it in practice, it worked really well. It's like, hey, let's try this because. When you're one of those up guys and you have the ball kicked to you, especially if you're a guy that's not used to handling the ball that much, that's a moment of terror.
And now it looks like Morris has got this teed up straight ahead, so this may be more of a conventional, but they do have 4 guys off to his right and only 3 off to his left, so we'll keep an eye on it.
Here comes Morris with the kick.
And it drives, nice kick, drives Thompson back to the 10-yard line. And he's up the middle. He's got some room off to the left, and Morris has to make that tackle, or that one's a touchdown. Nice return for Thompson out to the, looks like maybe the 38-yard line. And he only had one guy to fake out, or he would have been out. He would have been out the gates for a
Morris
touchdown.
Jumped on and hung on for his life there, and good for him. Looks like the ball up to about the 37, 38-yard line of Logan-Palco will be 1st and 10.
And senior quarterback Josh Van Lays brings the Trojans to the line of scrimmage. There's a tight I formation set back behind him, LaRue and Thompson, and it's a pitch left to Thompson LaRue out in front gets a block. Thompson with a spin move, and he's out on the sideline down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. David Thompson on a 42-yard touchdown run off a top sweep. Watch this play here. Nice spin move. And looks like, and he's off to the races. No one's going to catch him. So
42 yards on that run for the score.
And that makes our score 42-0. Logan-Palco on top, and they're going to go for 2. But a quick score for the Trojans here to open up the second half.
Morris comes back in the game for the Longhorns there. They've thrown some pop passes in these situations. They've run wide. It looks like got nice tight splits there.
Tight I formation set, and this is a counter to Thompson off to the left side, and he's in the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and that makes our score 44-0. Logan-Palco on top of Thunder Ridge, and this is a little counter action. They pull the guard, and he bounces it outside. Looks like he had some room up there in the middle to follow his guard, but Thompson bounced it out to the outside and gets in anyway. And 17 seconds into this half, and the Trojans have hit pay dirt. So.
Home or away, you're covered nationwide with Nex-Tech Wireless, the official wireless provider of Nex-Tech Game Time.
Now, the last 2 drives for the Longhorns, they were able to get something going offensively.
Yes.
One stalled out, the other ended in an interception, but at the end of the half. So Longhorns are looking to get some momentum going here in the second half.
The Longhorns have played 10 quarters now. Well, they haven't played 10 quarters. They're in their 3rd game now, and they haven't scored yet. They really need. They just need to feel some success. You can see they're doing some things right offensively, but they're down a couple of linemen now. They're down a fullback. Lloyd, the fullback, didn't play tonight either. So they're playing some kids, and they're a young team anyhow. So they're playing some kids that are in tough situations.
Luis Ramirez has the ball teed up for the Trojans, and his kick takes a bounce. And it's still live. It is still a live ball. And Grauer House, they're going to call that went back for a touchback. That was close to being live. Take a look at it on the replay.
Yeah.
And it just must bear.
Well,
the laces
all
must have
all that's do is break the plane.
Right.
All that's do is break the plane.
The laces must have touched the plane on that one. That was awful close, and the Trojans escaped there. That was a close scare for them. They're going to set up, though, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line now.
My junior high kids at the St. Francis had a situation just like that, except it stopped at the 1. St. Francis recovered it. They shouldn't have allowed the touchdown, but I was too embarrassed to ask the official to put it at the 1. You can't advance it on a kick you recover, but so I was too embarrassed to ask anything different. So
fullback dive for Gibson. That's a tough run off the right side. He lost his helmet on the play, and he was kind of slow to get up. But that was a good.
Let's watch the replay here.
3-yard run.
But you give him credit. He's running hard. The center, Hale's getting up there trying to help him out. These kids haven't quit. Renneberg comes in with the play, but he said it's tough. Gibson looks like let's give him 2 on that run there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 from the 17-yard line for the Longhorns. And their quarterback, freshman Riggs Renneberg under center. The tight I formation set. Morris has moved to fullback, and he gets the grab, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. And that is number 42 on the play for the Trojans. Cody Brown, the freshman nose guard, met Morris right there at the line of scrimmage. And so they may give him 1 yard. So it brings up 3rd and 7 now for Thunder Ridge at their 18-yard line.
Yeah, Renneberg goes over on most plays and talks to Coach Hendricks to get the next play. He's getting his cross-country and football workout tonight. A lot of teams do that, but, he's a freshman. He's taking on a lot of responsibility here.
Split backs behind him. And Grauer Holtz is met in that backfield by, looks like LaRue and then Thompson, both of them. Both linebackers meet him here. We'll take a look at it on the replay, but nothing going for Grauer Holtz.
Yeah, we'll give that a loss of 3 there. That'll bring up a 4th and 10, 4th and 11, looks like.
And they're Longhorns are set to punt. They've had some problems, but it looks like they've brought in Caden Van Eaton for the long snap, and he's kind of settled that position down. Good snap, and the punt's away. Thompson's going to let it bounce at the 40, takes it at the 35, and
nice stop there.
Caden Van Eaton, the long snapper, able to make a stop on Thompson for maybe just a 1 yard gain. And nice open field tackle by Van Eaton on a pretty elusive running back.
Right, and some power running back too. You know, he didn't quite get his shoulder down, I'm sure, like he would have liked to, but I think it was just because Van Eaton was very aggressive, bringing the wood right to him there. 9:44 left here in the third. The Logan-Palco takes over 1st and 10 on their own 37, 38-yard line. We have a stoppage of play here.
Timeout, Black. Time, Black.
Timeout, Black. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Julie Kuhlman Photography, D&K Insurance Services, Darren McDowell, Professional Fire Equipment, and Levine Construction are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Rusty Tractor, and BIH Plumbing and Electric, backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns on the field, in the classroom, and on the courts all season long. Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for Logan-Palco.
And they're going to toss right to Thompson, and Gibson's out there to make the stop.
Got a penalty marker down out there. Might be a hold maybe from where the official threw it.
Good pursuit there by the linebacker, Michael Gibson, the senior. Able to bring Thompson down. There's going to be a penalty, but see if the Longhorns are going to accept this or not. That was a loss of 2 on the play.
Preliminary call was holding. Whitehat will tell us more about it here in just a minute. I think we got that mic right about where we want it, so he's done a nice job of informing us on what's going on. So
looks like they're going to accept the penalty too.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards, replay, 1st down.
So the Longhorns accept the penalty, and it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. They're backed up to the 27-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 21.
Yeah.
Excuse me there.
Yeah, it was a spot foul, so that's how we end up that odd number there. So
I formation set for the Trojans. LaRue and Thompson in the backfield, back behind Van Lays. And he's going to try to run the option or keeper, and he's off the left side. Nothing going. Moore stopped him initially in the backfield, and Hale and Gibson to clean that up, but just nothing going for Van Lays off the left side.
Yeah, give the Longhorns credit. They're flying to the ball. Looks like he might have fallen forward for 1 or 2, but, like you said, nice aggressive pursuit there, making things happen.
And we've seen that a little bit in the first half where Tyler Morris was able to get some penetration from his nose guard position.
Looks like the
undersized.
Trojans are shoving down now. So that looks like more of your JV Trojans out there right now.
Van Lay still a quarterback. Thompson and LaRue still in the backfield in the I formation set. And this is a fullback trap. And there's LaRue, but he fumbles the ball. Good run by LaRue, but he took a pop right on the hands and lost the ball there. And making the recovery for the Longhorns is Caden Van Eaton. So the Longhorns now set up pretty nicely, a good field position at the 37-yard line off a turnover. So first turnover for the Trojans tonight.
8:38 left here in the third. Like you said, it's the 37-yard line. Will be 1st and 10, and that's some of the better field position that the Trojans or the Longhorns have had.
Yeah, Bodie LaRue on the carry has a nice fullback trap, but you just got hit right on that elbow, and the ball popped loose, and the Longhorns able to recover. Now Renenberg back to throw. Got some time, but Van Lees is there to hit him, and then LaRue then to finish him up on the sack, and just nobody open there for Renenberg. He had some time.
Yeah. It looks like I don't think they rushed a tremendous guy. They might have had several guys back in coverage and made it a tough read, too. Like you said, he's sacked. Ball goes back to the 30-yard line, so that's going to be a loss of 7.
And the Trojans have been blitzing. Their linebackers are coming on every play, 1 or 2 or all 3 of them. So Van Lees, from his defensive end position, had the initial contact.
And that may be causing Thunder Ridge to keep their ends in. It may be a one-man set that they're sending out. So.
Split backs behind, and there's some communication problems, and Morris did just a good job of handling that toss, but nothing going for him off the left side. Just some hesitation there from Renenberg.
It looked like he turned the wrong direction, or he forgot his technique on how to reverse out, one of the two. But
Bodie LaRue again on the stop.
It looks like a loss of about 3.
Yep.
That'll make it a 3rd and 20.
And Renenberg now under center. They got twins to the right. Looks like Gibson and Gearing off to the right. Single back Morris. And Van Lees is there for the hit. He picks up the fumble. Van Lees is going to get in the end zone for the scoop and score, and that'll be our ball game. The senior defensive end just blew that up. He hit Renenberg. I think he hit both of them at the same time. The ball bounced off. Van Lees was able to scoop it up and score off the fumble, and that'll be our ball game. The senior Josh Van Lees is from his defensive end position, able to cause that fumble and to pick it up and score. So that'll be the game. Logan-Palco 50 and Thunder Ridge 0.
Let's, you guys shaking hands out the middle of the field. Let's take a break here. We'll recap the game. We'll probably try to run one more scoreboard. We'll see how we're doing on time. But you're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
I'm Dr. Dustin Cheney with the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton. Since 2003, it has been my mission to make sure chiropractic care is available in our communities. Thank you for letting my family take care of your family.
The chiropractic centers are a safe, natural, and holistic choice. From infants to seniors, their doctors and staff provide comprehensive and personalized care.
Remember, pain is not normal. Chiropractic is the natural choice.
See their ad in the Nex-Tech directory.
$10,000 in 10, but give 15.
With 7 agents and 3 locations, Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated can meet your every need when it comes to your next sale. Visit them at hammettauction.com and you'll find all their upcoming sales, including farms, ranches, as well as farm equipment and even real estate listings, both residential and commercial. They've been serving Western Kansas since 1983, and with offices in Stockton, Russell, and Hayes, they're always nearby to assist you. Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated. Contact them today.
$25 would get $21,000.
Center Monuments at Limestone Engraving, Carter's Carpentry Works, Family Health Mart, and Kingsbury Septic and Pumping are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Smith Center High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season on the field, the courts, and in the classroom from the People's Bank, member FDIC, Fouts Insurance Agency, and Collier Abstract and Title, backing the Smith Center Redmond all season long.
At Bullseye Event Center, we consider every detail when transforming our space into the perfect setting for your event. Our newly renovated, unique facility is ideal for weddings and receptions, corporate events, and parties for up to 300 guests. We also have smaller rooms and on-site kitchen available for meetings and reunions and social gatherings. Call us today to book your next function at Bullseye Event Center, downtown Norton, where your event is our top priority.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Keller Motors, Kaiser Ag Service, Normandin Heating and Air Conditioning, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Logan-Palco high school students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season from Logan Manor Community Health Services, Midwest Community Bank, member FDIC, Professional Fire Equipment, and Becker Terracing, backing the Logan-Palco students and athletes all season long. First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Olive Bowie Furniture and Appliance, Shane Kintner, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Coombs Trucking, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Kelly Link Floor Covering, Cottonwood Inn, Thompson Family Chiropractic, and Ultimate Machine, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Whether barbecuing with friends and pinning pictures on your tablet about your dream fire pit, watching baseball on TV and waiting for Salvi to dump the ice water, or chatting with your mom on the phone about her cat's newest trick, the last thing you're thinking about is the technology you're using. It should just work. Nex-Tech has the highest rated internet, TV, and phone. Switch now and receive 3 months free and free installation. Certain restrictions apply. New services only. Enjoy life more. Switch to Nex-Tech now.
Hey, we're back here at Kensington where the final score is Logan-Palco 50, Kensington 0. I'm going to give you a quick summary of the game here, and then we'll do some Snapchats, and we'll go to a break. It was a lot of Logan-Palco tonight. They took on the first drive. The Thunder Ridge was able to get some yardage. Gibson 8 yards, Gibson 14 yards on the first 2 plays. But boy, that was the highlight of the night offensively for the Longhorns. They turned the ball over on a high snap. Logan-Palco took the ball over, moved the ball 29 yards in 5 plays. They attacked wide quite a bit to score, and Thompson also took the pitch on the PAT. He scored on an 18-yard sweep to make it 8-0, 7:18 left in the first. Another high snap, punt was blocked. Struckhoff somehow got it off. He did an amazing job just getting it off, but it was blocked, only rolled 4 yards. Thompson went 4 yards over the right guard on an ISO to score. Van Leys on a boot for the PAT, and that made it 16-0, 6 minutes left in the first. Thunder Ridge is unable to move the ball again. Struck off punt. There was an illegal block in the back, which moved the ball back to the 40. So Logan-Palco had to work on a lot more. It took them 8 plays, but they moved the ball 40 yards to score very early in the second, made it 22-0. Van Leys hooked up with Allen on a pop pass, Riley Allen. Thompson run was stopped, however, the PAT was no good. Next drive, Thunder Ridge was able to get a first down, but then turned the ball over on downs. They punted out of bounds, rather. Logan-Palco answers by scoring 50 yards in 6 plays. There was a 32-yard pass from Van Leys to Grieving. Logan-Palco shows a nice, diverse attack. They were able to throw the ball when they wanted to, too. Not just pop pass. Like I said, that Grieving pass looked like it was a flag out to the sideline. He lofted it up over the defender. It was well defended, but like I said, Grieving jumped up and got the ball laid out there nicely by Van Leys. The scoring play was Thompson took a pitch right 3 yards for the score. Made it 30-0 with 6:53 left in the third. Thunder Ridge gets the ball back, does get 1 first down. Grauerholz comes in and does some nice running on a cross butt, gets 13 yards, but they weren't able to sustain it again. On a 4th down, the pitch was fumbled. Thunder Ridge had driven into Logan-Palco territory. The Trojans answer. They drive 38 yards in 5 plays. Van Leys on a 1-yard sneak with the touchdown. The PAT pass, it was no good. Made it 36-0 with 2:11 in the second quarter. That's where it was in halftime. We had a nice halftime show here. It's homecoming at Thunder Ridge. Nice dance routine by the locals here. Unfortunately, the opening kickoff, Thompson took it, returned it into Logan-Palco territory, and then Thompson took the pitch. That made a nice spin move at the line of scrimmage and rumbled 42 yards for the score. That made it 44-0 with 11:43 left. Thompson scored on the PAT as well, going over left tackle. The ensuing kickoff almost was tragic. It barely rolled into the end zone for a touchback. We think it maybe just creased the goal line. 3 plays and out for Thunder Ridge. And then they take the ball. Logan-Palco fumbled on the ensuing play. Thunder Ridge gets the ball back at their own 37. They're in pretty good shape, but it looks like to do something. Renenberg was sacked for a -7. Morris lost 3 yards, and then on the 3rd and 20 play, Renenberg was hit by Van Lays. He fumbles. Van Lay then makes the scoop and score, runs it in from about 20 yards, and that's our final score, 50-0, and that it occurred with 7:01 left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take another break here. No, we got the Snapchats, don't we? We got the Snapchats ready? Okay, we're going to throw some Snapchats, and then we'll go to a break. We've had some Logan-Palco Snapchats as well tonight, so the hometown teams usually get some on. There's a Thunder Ridge one.
And that's Logan-Palco right there on the screen.
Yep, so it's always nice to see the visiting team get some up there as well. There's obviously Logan Trojans there.
Young fan up there. That looks excited there for Logan-Palco.
Yep. Yeah, those are some newer ones there. We hadn't had those earlier, so thanks for sending those in. Like I said, we will announce the winner before we go off the air here. Let's go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we have the Scoreboard Heritage Insurance Group Scoreboard Show coming up, and we have some other highlights as well. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Television.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for. When it comes to accessorizing your truck, SUV, or van, Advantage Glass Plus is the original specialist. They have a huge selection including Nerf bars, custom chrome wheels, ARE truck caps and tonneau covers, running boards, heavy-duty grill guards, fender flares, plus a whole lot more. Along with Retracts, the ultimate tractable pickup bed cover. Enhance appearance, add protection, plus add style and value to your ride. When you visit Advantage Glass Plus, South Pine Street in Hayes, proudly serving the area for 20 years.
Looking for a business class phone system without the business class price? Nex-Tech Cloud Phone is a full-featured solution for businesses of all sizes. Take advantage of powerful features like voicemail to email, Find Me, Follow Me, SIM ring, and smartphone and tablet integration for a low monthly rate. There's no expensive equipment to purchase or maintain because it's all provided and supported by Nex-Tech. Sign up for Nex-Tech Cloud Phone now and receive a free Lenovo tablet and Google streaming package with Google Chromecast and Chromecast Audio.
When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy, Farmers National Bank member FDIC, Olive Bovey Memorial Chapel, Seidel's Automotive, and Whitmer Drug are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Cliff's Welding Service, Ron Juneman OD, Farmers and Ranchers Outlet, and Scott McCoppin Bookstore and Hometown Grounds, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Welcome back to Kensington and the Nex-Tech Game Time Game of the Week between the Logan-Palco Trojans and the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. We've got a winner on our Nex-Tech Snapchat giveaway. Stacy Foreman is the winner tonight.
Yeah.
So good job, Stacy.
Great to go, Stacy.
We got some scores here from around the area on the Heritage Insurance scoreboard. Hayes High and Liberal in a close one, 14-13 Liberal there in the third quarter. Norton and Oakley, our last update was out from the first quarter, 21-0 Norton on top of Oakley. Southeast of Saline and Russell score, that's still the same as halftime, 24-14 Southeast of Saline. And Smith Center taking out some aggression on TMP. That's a third quarter score, 48-0, and we kind of expected that after two straight losses for the Redmen to start the year.
And I wouldn't be surprised if all Smith Center came in that game and said we are going to run the ball. So,
and Ellis up big on Sublette, 50-2. That's a third quarter score. That'll move Ellis to 3-0 on the year, and pretty good start for the Railers. Colby and Hugoton are in a battle, 17-14. That's in the third quarter out west. It looks like La Crosse and Washington County. I think Washington County maybe snuck in some of the polls here last week, and so La Crosse is hanging tough with them. 14-14 is that score there in the third quarter.
Yeah, La Crosse has had a strong program for a long time. Not quite as strong in recent years, but, I mean, they've been competitive.
Boisington, coming off their big win over Wichita Collegiate last week, is on top of Hillsboro, 28-0. That's a halftime score. Looks like a final out from Quinter. Trigo 46-0 over Quinter there in that ball game. And another six-man game, Golden Plains and Cheyenne. Golden Plains all over the Cheyenne, 43-0. That's a third quarter score. And it looks like we're final at Lakeside, where Osborne beat Lakeside 50-0.
Yeah, Osborne's ranked again. The Bulldogs seem to be on a roll as well. So
and they're in the same district of the team we saw tonight, the Logan-Palco Trojans, who are both teams are undefeated, so they're kind of heading in that direction. That's a tough district. Also, we got Victoria in that district, so. And only two teams can get coming out of that district.
There's going to be one good team. You got a feeling that's not going to advance at all. But and the second seed out of that district will still be very dangerous.
Yep. Pike Valley beat Stockton tonight, 48-0, and Stockton is who Logan-Palco has up next in next week's ball game. Victoria up big on Ellenwood. That's 48-12. That's a third quarter score. And Victoria, after an opening week loss to Central Plains, looks like they've kind of righted the ship and got things rolling. And our score here, Logan-Palco 50 and Thunder Ridge 0.
Yeah, Central Plains has probably derailed a lot of people's plans in recent years. They have something good going on down there. I got a score here. Or here, go ahead.
St. Francis over Hill City tonight, 66-18. And Rock Hills beats Chase 50-8 as well. Great Bend and Wichita Northwest, they continue to sling it out.
They are burning up the turf there. I mean, that looks like an 8-man score.
Yeah, it does look like an 8-man score. 48-27 is that score. Great Bend on top at home in that ball game. And now Otis Bison is on top of Central Plains. So that's a good ball game, 8-man game there. 20-14. That's in the third quarter.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of nice write-ups on Otis Bison. I think they got a stud running back there this year. Travis Starr, I believe, the coach there, has had a lot of success in the past. That area, when you talk Victoria, Otis Bison, Central Plains, some really strong football.
And a battle here in the MCL, Phillipsburg on top of Plainville, 24-8, and that's in the third quarter. And maybe some of the Plainville's first two games of the season, maybe some of that's getting, catching up with them. But Phillipsburg on top, still plenty of time left to play in that game. But Phillipsburg with the lead, 24-8.
And Plainville with a friend at quarterback, they're very explosive. So he makes plays himself. Ryan Baresh, a good receiver. Knipe gives them power running out of the backfield. They got a big line. They can do a lot of things there.
And that's just still just 2 score game.
Right.
So
right.
Nothing that Plainville can't overcome.
Right.
So Beloit over Sacred Heart big, and this is kind of at least a little bit of a shocker. I didn't think it was going to be this big.
Right.
46-7 there in the third quarter. That's a tough Sacred Heart team, and they're just getting beat tonight.
Yeah.
Beat bad. Ness City on top of St. John in the third quarter, 34-20. And Northern Valley at halftime is leading Tri-Plains 22-0, and both of those teams. Logan-Palco has beat both of those teams in the previous weeks leading up to tonight's game. So
Okay, we're going to throw it out to a break right now. You're watching the game of the week on Nex-Tech Game Time.
Before, during, or after the game, take your crew to the Golden Q. If the game is on, they're open. The Golden Q in Hayes has the largest gourmet burger menu around. They've also got a super selection of sides, appetizers, salads, wraps, homemade chili, wings, and more. Their Blizzard beer system is guaranteed to keep your drawn brew between 27 and 30 degrees. With a dozen different beers on tap, they've got just about everyone's favorite. Open daily at 10 a.m. The Golden Q, 809 Ash in Hayes.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes.
Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, Goddard Body Shop, Goddard Spiral Stairs, McAllister Construction, Brian D. Stockman, PA, and Graham Truck Line are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Logan-Palco High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season from Logan Funeral Home, Denny's Repair, Dane G. Hansen Memorial Museum, and Main Street Pizza, backing the Logan-Palco students and athletes all season long.
We're back here at Kensington, where the hometown Longhorns are on the short end of a 50-0 decision here. Tough night for Longhorns. They had some success offensively. They were able to run the ball some. Gibson gave them some nice runs. Greyerholz gave them some nice runs. Morris gave them some nice runs, but just not enough. They to getting done. Rinneberg wasn't able to throw the ball at all. The very last scoring play of Van Lays was a sack, scoops, and roll it in. Hopefully, one Braden Brenneman's okay. He had a little bit of a hurt neck. We got about 30 seconds. Curtis, something else you'd like to add?
It was tough all night for the Longhorns. They were down 3 linemen for most of the night, and so it's just they were outmatched up front from the Trojans. But Logan-Palco looked good tonight. They were able to run the ball, and Van Lays was smooth as behind center tonight, running the offense. Also was able to make some nice throws. Completed every pass he threw. He's a pretty accurate thrower. So Logan-Palco looks good. They're set to take on Stockton next week. Thunder Ridge is at Bennington. The winner of that game is going to get their first win of the season.
Okay, we'll be at Trigo next week. Wallace County at Trigo. The following week, Victoria at Logan-Palco. We'll see the same Trojans again. We better throw it out here. Thanks for watching tonight. You've been watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you in part by the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Norton County Hospital, State Farm Insurance, Agent Brock Whitmore, Bullseye Media Event Center and Venue, Pack Leader Technology, Hammett Land and Auction, Advantage Glass Plus, and Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal. And by Mabeson Miller, LLP, Heritage Insurance Group, The Golden Q, Storage Solutions of Hayes, J-Corp, Hayes Recreation Commission, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and by Progressive Physical Therapy, Tri-Central Office Supply, Flatlander Dirt Works, Nex-Tech Wireless, and Phillips County Health Systems.